It is ever changing. So this
Right.
is an evolving list.
Bethany, if you don't mind just dropping in the ADL link for their website that they operate on symbols as well, which should be on
Yep.
everybody's browser, especially if you're doing this work on college campuses.
100%. Yeah. So this is one front, one family, maybe on clothing, and it belongs to a particular hate group. Rahowa is racial holy war. 3 is the part of the 3 percenters. This blood on air is blood and glory. FGRN is a Ku Klux Klan chant for God, race, and our nation. 420 is Adolf Hitler's birthday. And if you notice, a lot of our mass shootings, and that's an entirely different topic, but a lot of our mass shootings take place on or around April 20th because of Hitler's birthday. 18, so they'd like to take the number system and combine it with the letter system. So the number 1 stands for the letter A, and the 8 is H. So 18 stands for Adolf Hitler, and 88 stands for Heil Hitler. It could be something as innocuous as someone with a number on the back of their shirt that looks like a jersey, but it's very nondescript. So you see that one, 28, blood and honor, blood and honor. So those are just a few examples. Yeah. And 14 words, we must secure the existence of our people and a future for white children. This is often just shortened to the number 14. They're communicating with one another. It's almost a communication system of, yeah, we're together. The Aryan circle, it can be said that the thumb is 1, right? So A, and 3 is C. So that gives you the notion of this is the Aryan circle. The OK symbol, the 3 fingers are a W for white supremacy. That's Adam Moffin's symbol. So if you ever see that. Iron Cross, a well-known, widely used symbol of white supremacy.
And that's the challenge, right, Lisa? That some of these, almost like the swastika itself, I think most know was a Hindu symbol of peace, co-opted by these groups. So
Yeah.
it's one of the bigger challenges here, that when we're looking at this in a threat assessment landscape, knowing the context. I think also about the spider on the elbow has some gang connotations, has some white supremacy connotations. It also co-opted a bit in social media. So
Oh, for
it's
sure. And I think this is why, if you go on, if anybody's ever shopped on Redbubble for artwork,
Right.
you can buy the rune symbols or the Nordic mythology symbols, which have been co-opted by these groups.
Oh.
So when they're selling these things, Amazon and all these sites, I think they probably have no idea that that's what's happening, is that they could indeed be making these things and selling them to white supremacists. The Kekistani flag, the K is supposed to be a symbol for the swastika, supposed to be just a very mirror image, but almost cartoonish of the Nazi flag. Klan robes, I think everyone has probably seen these. Sorry, it's storming where I am. If you hear thunder. Sieg and double Sieg. Sieg means victory. Double C can stand for victory, but also the Nazi SS. Q, our good friend QAnon. So we saw a lot of jackets with the snake Q on the back during the January 6th events. Pepe the Frog. I'm sure everyone has seen Pepe the Frog in other contexts. Just used to be a harmless meme. Now white supremacist groups have taken him on and made him the leader of Kekistan, which was back to that flag. So he is, in essence, a very strong Nazi symbol. One could say he's a fictional version of Adolf Hitler, who rules Kekistan. Valnot, just another example. This is very highly used, but this is another example of Norse mythology symbolism being used.
This is my joke.
That was funny. Pit bulls, what are they? You know, a lot of people say, I have a pit bull, it's so sweet. But by nature, when one thinks of a pit bull, they're not, right? People imagine the pit bull as aggressive, having a hard, strong bite, not letting go, being very tenacious. So you'll see tattoos and symbols of the pit bull quite a bit.
This is where we take the moment to assure you that even Bethany and I were last night with a friend who had a pit bull who was ferociously
The sweetest.
I know.
The sweetest dog you ever met.
Yeah. They also have taken on the Punisher. If any of you are Marvel fans, the Punisher used to be a symbol. I mean, my husband had a Punisher mug, and it's like, oh boy, no.
That's one of the things that that's hard about it is that they'll take
Yeah.
symbols, even the OK symbol is another one, both that has that, so people will use it innocently, and it also gives them, it gives them cover. So they
Yep.
can say, oh, no, I wasn't using it that way. I was just, it was okay. Like I was fine.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
using those symbols gives them cover to hide so that people who are in the know what they're talking about, but they have this excuse that says, oh, no.
Well, when
Yeah.
Brandon Russell was being interviewed by law enforcement, he basically said that Adamhoffen Division was a club. It's just a club, like any
Yeah.
club. Come on. So initially they believed it, and then they were kind of scratching their heads and realized, no, this guy needs looking into. Day of the Rope, Brian talked about the Turner Diaries. Day of the Rope, Turner Diaries is fiction. There was a lynching of people that didn't buy into this supremacy perspective.
Yeah, it's those larger kind of connotations that may or may not have been meant. I would suggest they were absolutely meant at the Capitol.
Yeah, 100% at the Capitol. Anything.
You're looking at this on TV. I don't know that people are like, oh, that's the Day of the Rope reference. So
No.
understanding the context is.
And the bowl cut, whether they're getting a bowl cut or they have a pin or a symbol on a vehicle, bumper sticker, whatever, of any of these symbols, but especially with this bowl cut, Dylan Roof, if you've ever seen a picture of him, and I hate to name these people, but he had a bowl cut. And this is, I align my views with Dylan Roof. I believe what he did. This is a very racist symbol because of what he did in Charleston. So that's, those are just some. And again, Brian mentioned literally just kind of the tip of the iceberg, but some that, as Bethany indicated, that have been around for quite some time.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd share those with you.